I refused to go to my stepdaughter's family Christmas after what happened at Thanksgiving. My husband Mike and I have been married for 3 years. His 11-year-old daughter Anna lives with us full-time after her mom died 2 years ago. Anna's mom was Hispanic, and her whole family only speaks Spanish. I'm African American and don't speak a word of Spanish. At Thanksgiving, I really tried to fit in with Anna's family. I brought homemade mac and cheese and sweet potato pie, thinking they'd appreciate the effort. But the second we walked in, Anna's grandmother looked at my dishes and said something in Spanish that made everyone laugh. Mike's face went red, but he didn't translate. During dinner, I offered to help in the kitchen like 3 times. Anna's aunt would just wave me away and say something in Spanish to the other women. They'd all giggle and keep cooking. I felt like an outsider in my own family. The worst part was when I gave Anna's grandmother the beautiful scarf I'd picked out for her. She opened it, held it up, and said something in Spanish while shaking her head. Then she put it aside and didn't even say thank you. Mike had to whisper to me that she said it was too bright for someone her age. All night long, they'd talk in Spanish right in front of me. I'd catch them looking at me and laughing. When I asked Mike what they were saying, he'd just say, "Nothing important," or "They're talking about the food." But I could tell from their body language and the way they kept glancing at me that I was definitely the topic of conversation. It was humiliating. After dinner, I went to wash dishes because I wanted to help somehow. Anna's aunt practically pushed me out of the kitchen and said something that made all the women crack up. Mike finally told me later that she'd called me lazy for not knowing how to cook their food. So when Mike announced Wednesday that we were going to Anna's family for Christmas too, I put my foot down. I told him I'd be spending Christmas with my own family, where people actually talk to me and appreciate what I bring to the table. He completely lost it, started yelling about how I was being racist against Anna's culture and that I needed to suck it up for his daughter's sake. He said I was being selfish and that Anna was already dealing with losing her mom, and now I was abandoning her during the holidays. I told him I wasn't abandoning anyone. I love Anna, but I'm not going to sit through another holiday being disrespected and excluded while pretending everything's fine. I said if he wanted me to be part of Anna's life, her family needed to treat me like family too. Mike stormed out and slept on the couch. He hasn't spoken to me in 4 days. Anna keeps asking why I'm not coming to Christmas, and I don't know what to tell her. She's already been through so much, and I hate that she's caught in the middle. But I refuse to spend another holiday being treated like an unwelcome guest in my own family. If that makes me racist, then so be it. Mike can go celebrate with people who actually want him there. I'll be with my family, speaking English, and eating food that doesn't come with a side of judgment.